So my buddy Chili, he's out in L.A. He's from Delete Laws. He's a First Amendment auditor. He's a law criminal scholar in criminology, and he fights against the police. He's only in L.A. though to try and keep peace on both sides. He doesn't. He's not standing up against ICE or standing up against the police. He doesn't like it. He's just filming it for us so we can see what's going on out there. These people are protesting the removal of illegal immigrants, undocumented people that are living in our country, and the goal is to have them go out, come back in, vetted, go through the procedure. That's what 79 million of us voted for. There's a bunch of clowns in there trying to stand in their way, and they're blaming it all on Trump. Look what Trump did. This is your Trump. No, this is not our. Trump doesn't want this. He wants to be able to go in and get them out and work on getting them vetted and get them back in here and keep their criminals from being in here.
Peaceful protest! Peaceful protest! Peaceful protest! Peaceful protest! Peaceful protest! Peaceful protest! Look at you, you're running.
Fucking coward! Peaceful protest!
These cops are doing their job. They're doing what we wanted them to do. It's these people here, like I said, they come to my city. They're coming to Springfield, Ohio. I'm going to clean that up. That's a sanctuary city. It's about 30 miles from here, which isn't very far. I might go down there and get some footage of my own. But I'm not going to stand for people to be pushing at our police and throwing rocks at our police. If I see that, I'm going to end up in trouble.
Are you gonna quit? Are you gonna quit your job now? Gonzalez, are you gonna quit now? I don't think so. I don't think so. See, the thing is they're paying these guys like 10, 15,000 bucks a month, right? And Gonzalez here doesn't have any other skills. This is the skills that he has is to do this. Along with this one, along with this one, along with this one, along with this one. All of them have the same skill sets, which is they can get a stick, they can beat on you, they can shoot you, they can do those things, but they don't have other skills outside of this, or they would do something else. You know what I mean? They're saying to quit your job. Are you going to quit? Well, I mean, I don't know. They're saying to quit, though. You're not quitting? You're not quitting? Garcia, hey, what are you doing over here? You're on the other side of the line, copper. Come on, man. What's this guy doing on the wrong side of the line? What the flock? Come on now. How long you been a copper for? Too long? Yes. Do you like it? How long you been a cop? I'm not a cop, bro. Oh, I've been accused of being a federal agent like 20 times now. I'm actually a civil. You've seen my videos. I'm that guy. What's that? Yeah, bro. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. It's funny. More cops have seen my videos than regular people. When they put me in jail last year, all the guards knew who I was. Some of the inmates didn't, but the guards all knew. They're like, you're that guy. You're that guy. Listen, my problem with cops is the policies, procedures, and protocols. You know that. You watch my channel. That's my problem. I don't hate you as a person, but when you put people in cuffs, that's where I start to go, man. Yes, right. That's right. That's right.
It's still streaming?
Yeah, that's.
I got some information for you.
What's this? What's the information?
That's how much he made last year.
What is it? How much? I can't see it. Tell me.
$218,945 to do this.
218 grand, bro? That's not a bad job, huh? Are you guys falling back?
That's all it costs to sell out your race.
Stay right there.
That's all it costs to sell out your race.
I'm rushing the line. I'm rushing the line. All right. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not. No, listen. It's the policies, procedures, and protocols. That's what I got an issue with. When I created an alternative to handcuffs. I have an alternative that I've designed. I'm building the prototype now. That's the problem I have. It's the implementation of law. Because I'm all for rule of law. I'm just not for the cuffing and, because I mean, 90% of people, granted, there's 10% that are assholes. They got to be chained up. They got to be shot. I get it. But 90% of us, dude, if you said you got a warrant, you got to come with me, bro, I'll come with you. I don't want to. You could put a tracking device on my wrist and say, you got to come. And then I would just come with you. But the caging and the chaining and that stuff. Will some cops die because there's less restrictions? Probably. Will more citizens be treated better, though? It's millions. You know what I mean? It's millions. You know what I'm saying? So, like Perez gets it. I don't hate all you guys. I don't like pigs. And you know there's some pigs on your force. You know that. But there's a lot of bad on your side. And you can't even arrest them. You can't arrest the bad ones. You know you can't. You can't arrest them.
Walk through here. I'm keeping it peaceful.
Go ahead, dude. I'm just trying to. But you know you can't even arrest the bad ones. They're protected. You know? And most of my crowd doesn't think there's any good cops because they don't arrest the bad ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see it. I don't want to hurt you, man. You can see my demeanor. I don't want to hurt you, dude. I don't want to have any kind of fight with you. I want to have this conversation, but the only time we can actually have it is when it's forced. Instead of, why don't we create an alternative for cuffs now? And that's what my idea is, to change out those cuffs. Because how many times people go to their back and they clam up? They go to their back and they clam up. Then you got to have a wrestling match to get their arm behind their back, and that is going to hurt a guy my size because I'm not built like that, you know? Oh, shit, here comes enforcement. I better stop being friendly. Let me put my mean face on here. I got my mean on now. 200 grand, man? You're making 200 G's, bro? Come on, dog. I don't make 200 G's a year. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Huh? I don't make more. I think the donations and stuff, how much money I've raised for people, I think I raised $300,000 last year for people. Bailed people out, paid their rent, and things like that. But it was, boy, jail was hell, dude. I was released on appeal and then overturned because I just filmed a cop. But it didn't make me a fan, you know what I'm saying? Didn't make me want to be like more supportive of cops, you know? But the weird part for me was going to jail, and I knew they had absolute power over me, right? But there was still like 1 out of 10 guards, maybe 1 out of 5 guards. It was really nice, really a nice person. And that threw me off because I expected 100% to be total just horrible fucking pigs, you know? But it wasn't that way. There was a couple that actually made sure that I was okay. Went out of their way to make sure I didn't get thrown in the hole, talked to other COs for me. Like, it was crazy, man. That was
I look at it. The jails are filled with people that mean bad.
yeah,
Doesn't mean we're all bad people.
right, right. No,
About learning from your mistakes. We all make mistakes.
yeah, and that's what some of the guards had that idea. But then other guards had the idea that they're there to punish you. And you shouldn't laugh, you shouldn't have a good time. But jails don't work. 50% recidivation rate. If it was a private organization where you sent someone where their dog bit somebody and the dog got out and the dog bit somebody again, you would shut down that facility. And that's what I'm talking about, is we have this horrible system of oppression and it doesn't make it better. And the war on drugs, right? How many drug problems are you guys solving by arresting people? What's that?
That rarely happens.
What's that? Arresting people for drugs? Really? Not as much anymore, huh? Maybe here in LA. But I was in Clark County for 4 months. All kinds of people getting arrested for drugs. All kinds. You're welcome to watch my channel. Can I give you my card?
Yes, please.
Here's my card. My channel is called Delete Laws. This is a Fifth Amendment cop card in case the cops pull you over. Okay, that's what you do. You follow those 6 steps. If they cheat you or beat you, I'll help you sue them. Okay? Watch out. Watch out. 200 grand a year, man. Jiminy crickets, bro. What's the deal? Minus 180, huh? Living on fumes. I mean, 234. That guy makes more than you do, bro. He's making more than you. You got to get more overtime or something, huh? And a lot of my crowd gets mad when I talk to you guys like a regular person. A lot of people who support me get really mad, like, why'd you talk to those cops like they were just people? Well, I think that you are. I think the policies, procedures, and protocols that you follow are what make people bad. Like I said, what has the UFC taught us? That nobody turns over and gives your back up. UFC has shown us, if this guy jumps on me, I'm not going to turn over and give him my back so he can choke me out. UFC has taught us that, right? Right? You know that. I'm not going to just give you my back. But yet we're supposed to give our back away to people who are screaming, get on your fucking belly! You know, it's like I don't want to just roll over on my back, on my belly when you're screaming at me like that. It's human nature, fight, flight, or freeze. Or now there's a new one, fawn. I think freeze and fawn are the same, where you freeze, you know. But I tell you, before I die, I'm going to change your policies. Before I die, I'll change the policies of police because I think it's done all wrong. You know, maybe for like remember they used to train, and they still do, you scream at the person, right? In 1950s, that would work. In today's day and age, you start screaming at me and I just hold my camera up and watch you scream, you know? That whole screaming at you tactic, I don't know if it's as, you know what I'm saying? Remember in the 50s, oh, what's that? People scream at you? Oh, they're hollering in your face? I've seen some hollerers. I've seen some people hollering. But I'm talking about like this guy will come up. I don't know him. You and I are talking. He'll be like, get back now. Get fucking back now. And you're like, It doesn't work though. You know what I mean? It just makes me want to film him. And then people, you take a guy that is being held down by 2 cops and he just stole a woman's purse, right? Who's the bad guy? The guy that stole the purse, right? But then you guys